Deepak, what are the preparations there at the ground? Because we just spoke about the advisory that came in from MHA about the mock drills. It's going to begin from tomorrow onwards. So you tell me what's the sense on the ground at the moment and how exactly the preparations looking like?
Good afternoon, Sakshi. So we're presently outside the NDRF headquarters in Delhi. Now, if you look at the building behind me, it is very much as it always has been. The fact is that this exercise is going to be, may actually happen a lot more frequently in the future. And for the people at NDRF, while they understand the importance of this exercise, they also understand that this is a routine practice and that there is no sense of, they don't want to create a sense of alarm or panic over it. Now, we spoke to a number of people inside NDRF and they spoke about the different exercises that are going to happen over these 244 to 255 different districts that have been identified. You may be aware that the vast majority of these are in the states that border Pakistan. So you have Jammu and Kashmir, you have Punjab, Rajasthan, Gujarat, and there are also another 18 to 20 sites in Haryana, which actually houses a lot of our military infrastructure. For instance, the Ambala Cantonment and the Ambala Air Base, which are key air bases when it comes to the Northern Command. So all these places, there are going to be a lot of drills tomorrow. Most of them are actually going to be focused around the eventuality of an air attack. However, we must also understand that all these practices can also carry over into other exigencies. For instance, many of the practices would be the same that would be followed during, say, in the eventuality of a chemical or a natural disaster or a man-made disaster such as, say, nuclear fallout or an earthquake. So these are protocols that are being put in place, and it's been over 5 decades that Indians have got to know about these protocols. So people are going to be taught these exercises so that in the event of an eventuality, every person knows their role, where they have to go and what they need to do in the face of an emergency. Over to you.
Multi-phase operation, if you could just walk us through how the procedure is going to pan out. Deepak, if you could tell us, it's a single phase thing, it's a multi-phase thing, how exactly is going to happen, and if the people on ground have been told about it, that what else they have to do?
So as of now, the key people who know exactly what is going to happen are the authorities. And there was a 40-minute long meeting wherein there was the Chief Secretary, the Home Secretary, and there were secretaries from different states. There were representatives from each of these districts who joined it, via the internet. So these are the people who've been told. Now this exercise is going to be carried out in over 3 phases. There is the first phase. The first and the last phase are actually minor, with about 15 to 35 sites each. It is the middle phase, phase number 2, which will see almost 202 districts undergoing the mock drills. The first thing that everybody is going to be apprised about is the air siren and the protocol about what happens right after it. So as soon as the air raid siren goes up, the people are supposed to gather in proper lines. There is a lot of emphasis on not raising any alarm because we don't want panic-stricken masses running here and there. So the idea is to have evacuation in an orderly manner and to take the people to designated places. So we can talk about basements, n number of shelters. Delhi also has a metro system which can actually, our stations which are under the ground, can actually serve as shelters in such emergencies. So these places are being marked out. More information will be coming out by this evening as each district and each state, brings out a list of different sites, right, which will go through it.
Right.
However,
Deepak, my apologies for interrupting you over there. I'm afraid that that's all the time that we have on this conversation here at News9. But thank you so much for walking us through all the details emerging from ground and putting more clarity to it.